An IMAX pre-show trailer prepares the audience for the immersive experience that they are about to have. Through the screen ratio, sharpness, brightness, contrast, color, sound, theater design, storytelling, and tone. There were many briefs to look into. I looked at 6 in depth through laying out what was needed of each brief, then sketching and researching the brand. The imax brief intrigued me the most as it was such an open opportunity. I displayed my original thoughts in storyboards, as the brief states this is how the final would need to be uploaded. Here are some of my initial ideas. I reviewed my strengths and weaknesses like a design team would, finding out their best qualities for efficient work. I did the same to make sure the imax brief was best suited for me or if I needed to change it. In order to do this, I evaluated my past work, my working style, skills, and I did personality and intelligence tests, resulting in my understanding of where I need to put some extra work in. In order to help with my time management, procrastination, and anxiety, I created a Gantt chart. To start the research, I started to look at images and the imax website. I then researched the brand identity's characteristics. Looking through the imax history, there have been many different approaches through varied styles and visuals. Some try to show features of imax, others can be descriptive, but all building suspense towards the main feature and the start of the film. The target audience is global, but 15 to 24-year-olds go to the cinema more than others. But the audience is already in the cinema. It's not promotional. Therefore, the target audience is very broad and it will have to be a very universal design. Throughout the research, I created initial sketches of my thoughts and ideas and anything that could be relevant. To build on my initial concepts and to generate new ideas, brainstorms and mind maps were created, and from them a mood board was put together. I restarted the design cycle to help with my initial planning and to generate ideas. Inspiration from other designers. Timothy Evans has designed a past imax pre-show video. He continued the iconic tunnel, which inspired me to keep with that somewhere in my storyboard. Samantha Jones uses creative camera angles to achieve her transitions. Erica Anderson creates moving art GIFs in After Effects using bright colors. I use these ideas to create multiple colored backgrounds. Gathering all of my sketches together. Initial scamps. A storyboard scamp in order to see how all of my ideas would come together and how I can connect them to each other. During my unconscious bias research, I looked into different countries and their superstitions to make sure I'm not insulting people by mistake. Considering the research for the unconscious bias, I created more sketches and generated ideas about where to take different elements of the video. Developed scamps. The heart changed due to not wanting to be connected to death or mortality, and the rocket added through restarting the design cycle to make sure all ideas are looked into. Deaf and blind accessibility. Audio descriptions. An audio explaining the main points on the screen for the story, pausing when sound is being played. It needs to be in the present tense, explaining scene setting, emotion, facial expressions, and can't say "we see." Subtitles for the deaf or hard of hearing are needed for all dialogue and sounds that happen at the correct times in the correct format. My final work will be shown in the necessary basic storyboard, a complex storyboard with developed visuals, script, audio description, subtitles, visual examples through photos and lower quality videos. Final pencil storyboard. Here's a video version of the pencil storyboard. Final storyboard with developed visuals. Here's the video version of the storyboard with developed visuals for your viewing. The script. Subtitles. Subtitles with sound. I then found sound examples and placed them on a video to help strengthen my work through visuals with sounds, which you can find on the video on screen. Audio description. Visuals. Thank you for listening to my presentation.